According to the Washington Post, millions of families are at risk of eviction. Countless thousands of others have had to file bankruptcies or endure foreclosures. I've been poring through newspapers ever since May of 2021 in hopes of finding word of programs that can help me. My searches have been unsuccessful because story after story, article after article have for the most part told a one-sided account. $46 billion worth of programs have risen to be the champion of certain people affected by this crisis, the tenant. I have rarely found anything in mainstream media that conveyed my side of the story. I am the small landlord. I haven't received rent for my property since March of 2020. The newspapers say it's because of the pandemic. I say it's due to a select group of people who have chosen to use what is happening in the world to get over on people like me. This is my story.
Hey y'all, so it is Wednesday, June 30th. And I'm just jumping up here really quick to say that. We posted the notice on my tenant's door on Sunday, and today's Wednesday. And the lawyer sent out the priority mail for her to vacate on Saturday. Today's Wednesday. And normally it takes about a day for the mail to get there. So she should have received that mail like about Monday, maybe yesterday. And then of course you would have received the notice on the door on the day that we put the notice on the door. And we put the notice on the door like around 5 p.m. Yeah, like around 5 p.m. Plenty of daylight. It gets stuck like around 8 p.m. So I'm just saying all of that to say that I have not heard from my tenant. And so at this point, I'm not sure. Am I supposed to reach out to her, let's say like in a week or so, to confirm that did you receive the notice via phone, obviously, or is that considered harassment? I need to look up landlord rights. Let's research landlord rights. So that's where we're at with that. Bye.
Hey guys, today is July 1st, and I just want to jump up here really quick to say that today is my last ever check from Section 8. And I'm going to say last ever because even if I get into the landlord rental business again, which I don't want to, but don't know what down the road holds, right? So I'm not completely closed off, but let's say like at this point I am. It's something I don't want. But even if I get into it down the road, I know one thing is for sure. And that is I do not ever want to rent out to Section 8 tenants again, unfortunately. I went into this process very open-minded and in a space that wasn't full of judgment. I felt like, I know people who have been on Section 8. I know people who are still on Section 8. And I know that all Section 8 people are not bad people or neglectful people or irresponsible people or anything like that. So it's not so much so the people I have a problem with as far as Section 8 is concerned. Even though, yes, there are more people who don't make the program look good than there are good people who make the program look good, right? And so I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of landlords stay clear, because it's hard to tell who is who, because you can meet anybody's representative when you do the interview process, when you go through the application, when you look at credit reports, you can meet a representative. So I think that when it comes to mitigating risk, especially being that a lot of Section 8 landlords are small landlords. Now, there are some who do it by design, but then there are some like me, we're small. We have one property, maybe two properties, and it's not something that we can really
afford to take the risk of. So therefore you just kind of stay clear, right? But I think my bigger problem with Section 8 is the fact that the program only offers but so much support to the landlord. And when I say that, actually there's gonna be a whole video on it. I'm gonna make a whole video on it. But I guess if I had to say real quick, some of the things off the top of my head really quick are the fact that yes, they do annual inspections, and yes, they will tell a tenant what the tenant must fix, and if the tenant doesn't fix, the tenant can be in jeopardy of losing their voucher. However, there's a caveat. When a tenant fixes something or repairs something or replaces something, it does not have to be cosmetically appealing, meaning that you can have a beige rug, and if they were told to fix the rug, they can slap a bright pink patch of a rug over the rug, and that is perfectly acceptable. Same for the landlord. As a landlord, you can fix something and it doesn't have to be cosmetically appealing, and it will pass. But as you know, most landlords, because it is your property, you are going to care and you are going to do something that is not tacky. Most. And I'm not going to say all, but most. But once you realize that this is a loophole that you can get away with, just like the tenants get away with it, I think Section 8 has a way of even having landlords lower their standards. It's like, wait a minute. If the tenant can fix a hole in a wall with some tacky putty, some tacky whatever, and patch it up with some paint that doesn't even match, why do I want to care about investing a lot of energy, time, money into repairing something for the same tenant to use? Right? So I think that's one of the things. Another one of the things about it is this. With my situation, my tenant lost her voucher from Section 8. They contacted me. They sent me a letter saying, boom, because of violations, because she violated the contract, boom, your last check is today, July 1st. That will be your last check. And so I'm like, okay, wow, cool. Wow, that was fast. And then I was like, whoa, I wonder what they sent to her. Did they tell her, hey, you're kicked out of the program, you got to go? No. They basically stopped paying, and it is up to the landlord to do the rest. The tenant that they help put into the landlord's place, they do not help to get out of the landlord's place. So it's like, this tenant can stay there till indefinitely. Oh, well, that's on you. But guess what? We ain't paying you. And perhaps obviously they're not going to pay you either because they ain't been paying. So it's just very unfortunate, because I've read a lot of the, I don't know what you call them, sites, blogs, something, that help Section 8 people. And a lot of people with Section 8 vouchers get up there and, they get guidance, they get advice, they get this, they get that. And one of the things that I've seen consistently on these sites is that they say they have a voucher. They've finally been approved for a voucher after years and years and years on the waiting list. The only problem is they cannot find somebody to actually accept the voucher. They cannot find a landlord that will actually accept the voucher. I was a landlord who would accept the voucher. Now I will be a landlord who will not. So once again, it's like, thank you, Section 8. Kudos to you. You have now lost another housing opportunity for the Section 8 program. And that's what it is. So yes, today is my last check from Section 8. And I say farewell. I say good riddance. And I say never again.